There comes a time in your life where all you can do is act, and the only answer to your problem is to take that first step. Action kills anxiety. By anxiety, I mean procrastination. When you're procrastinating, you feel like you're wasting time. You feel like you're not accomplishing what God has made you to accomplish. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I overcame procrastination. And obviously, I still deal with it from time to time, but I'm talking about in the general sense. Because, in fact, just before I recorded this video, I was feeling like procrastinating. I did not want to record this video. I'm going to keep it 100%. But I realized it's bigger than me. It's bigger than what I feel like doing. I'm doing this for you guys, to provide value for you guys. The reason why we procrastinate is because we feel inadequate and we feel like we cannot accomplish what we were set out to do. For example, my clothing brand. Sometimes I have doubts if it will succeed or not. Sometimes I feel like God hadn't called me to do that, but I realized that once I take action, once I post those videos, once I promote it, once I post on social media, all that anxiety just disappears because I'm taking action towards something that I believe in my heart. And you can do the same thing too. Instead of continuing to just think about that problem you're facing, think about how you're ever going to get it solved, the first thing you have to do is just step right in, just jump right in. Now, obviously, it depends on what you're doing, but obviously, for the most part, you have to take that first step. You have to allow yourself to embrace the discomfort of something new, something fresh. You have to jump in, take a leap of faith. So the first step is to take a leap of faith. Just take the first step. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is you have to cut out the distractions. You have to cut out your vices, the places you go where you feel nervous. I feel like some of us, when we feel nervous, we go on our phones and just start scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on Instagram. But then you don't give yourself the time to think about, how can I solve this problem? You kind of just throw the problem away and deal with it later on. And that's a problem that even sometimes I deal with that as well. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is a preventative measure that you guys can take. So you have to cut it off at the root, meaning that whenever you get faced with a problem, you deal with it immediately. Because if you let it build up, the longer it's in your mind lingering and the longer you're thinking on it, the bigger it becomes and the more scary it becomes and the more anxiety you feel from it and the less you feel like doing it. So you have to save yourself the trouble of putting it off till later. Well, that was what I wanted to talk about in this video. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment down below. Make sure to subscribe as well. Make sure to share this with 3 friends. And please, if you feel like you're having trouble finding Christian friends, having trouble connecting with people that are Christian and just fellowshipping with Christians, I have a Christian community down below. The link is in the description. And if you want to support me, you guys can check out my Christian clothing brand down below. But without further ado, peace out, y'all.